Namah Shivaya. Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham stands as one of India's leading institutions for higher learning, known not only for its academic excellence, but also for its unwavering commitment to value-based education as well as its societal impact. Our Chancellor, Amma, also reminds us that the role of education is not just intellectual development, but the blossoming of compassionate heart. Inspired by this vision, Haridwar campus continues to cultivate the young professional mind who are not only the skilled professionals, but the leaders of integrity, innovators with purpose, and the citizens who are dedicated to the welfare of society. Here, learning is not accumulation of knowledge, but it is a journey of self-discovery, innovation, and service to society.
The library is stocked with textbooks, reference materials, and research publications, a proper study and research space for students across all programs. The auditorium is where the big campus moments happen: seminars, guest lectures, cultural events, and student programs. A well-equipped gathering space for the whole campus community. Sports facilities cover both indoor and outdoor, gym, synthetic playfields, and multiple activity options. There's enough here to make sure students stay active and have a proper outlet beyond academics. The academic blocks bring together modern classrooms, well-equipped labs with latest technology, and strong IT infrastructure. Everything needed to support hands-on practical learning. Amrita Haridwar is just getting started, and that's actually the exciting part. You'll be joining a campus that's growing, building its identity, and backed by one of India's most respected universities this year.
Hi.
Hi.
So could you introduce yourself and tell us why you chose Amrita Haridwar?
Hi, my name is Sudhesha, and
Okay.
I'm currently pursuing a bachelor's in computer science engineering here.
Okay.
I chose Amrita because it has a strong academic reputation, plus the balanced environment.
Okay.
Also, they all focus on the personal aspect of the life,
Okay.
which is like,
Okay. And how would you rate the quality of the teaching?
I would rate it as very good. The
Okay.
teachers here are so supportive.
Okay.
They clear our doubts at any time you want.
Okay.
Plus, we have the workshops and practice sessions.
Okay. And are there any courses and the projects, are they aligned to the latest industry standards?
Yes, they are. Our curriculum is actually based such a way that we are all only introduced to topics which are modern and relevant to us. And I think it helps us to tackle with real technical problems.
Okay,
Slowly, it
okay.
is helping us in that way
Okay.
only.
Okay. And how effective are the lab sessions, the practical sessions, the workshops?
Very much. I mean, we had an IoT workshop.
Okay.
Like they were telling us how to connect the bulb with the Bluetooth, like everything, and it teaches us much hands-on skill. And engineering is all about that.
Yes. So, do you also feel encouraged to explore these emerging technologies, for example, AI, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence?
Yes, you're actually told and advised to learn things like AI, data structure, and cybersecurity.
Okay.
By even our principal, whenever she gives us a lecture or something, she always tells us that AI is the next big thing. I think it is the thing right now.
True.
And she wants us to be best at it.
Okay.
So she's full key, we have to learn AI, you have to learn how it works, and you have to work with it.
So how supportive is the faculty?
Our faculty is actually very supportive. I think I've never seen someone be like that supportive. There's no timeline that you can even ask. Itna period you can ask us. Itna you can't ask us. It is always open. And they really want us to improve. They give us advice on a personal growth, like if you want this project and that project. They personally help you discover new internships and projects.
And are you receiving adequate mentorship and help?
Yeah, like I said, excellent.
Excellent.
The teachers here, they genuinely want you to succeed in your life. So they're all there. Every now and then we get a new article forwarded in a group, or new book recommended to us, or new internship being told that you can apply here, you should apply here. And they're giving us so many projects which we can work upon, you know. It is like fantastic, I would say.
And how satisfied are you with the labs, the classrooms, and all the other, you know, learning facilities at the campus?
Excellent, as always. And the lab timings are not fixed. You know, for example, you're working on a project right now and you have a deadline on Monday, something, and it is Sunday right now. So you would accept that after 6 o'clock lab won't work. Okay. But here it is not like that. If it is like 9 o'clock and you want to work on a lab, you can just ask them and they'll open it. And no one will interrupt you at that time. Help is there. Just do whatever you want.
And are you involved with any clubs and hackathons?
Yes, I am actually in event management club. Like I'm the chair. And we had 3 events before it. The Mahashivratri event. And that one promotional event we had. It was a big, I think it was a good thing. The management supports us so much, and event management is all about connecting with your peers, right? So Amrita is all about that. We had a chance to know our friends much better in that.
As per you, how do you feel that the extracurricular activities help with personal as well as professional growth?
Extracurricular activities actually help you a lot, because life is not all about academics. It is about having friends, having confidence and a personality, which I think extracurricular activities helps us.
And any final advice you would like to give to students?
Yeah, if you're coming here, you have to come here with an open mind. Make new friends, have fun, study a little, study obviously, and make sure you're having fun. That is the motto, right?
Hi. So can you tell us a little about yourself and explain the decision why you came to Amrita Haridwar?
My name is Ananya Mishra and I'm from the Computer Science and Engineering branch here at Amrita Haridwar. I chose Amrita because of its strong academic reputation and also because of the amount of research scope I thought it had when I looked at all of the websites and all of the brochures. That's why I picked Amrita Haridwar. I applied through the AEEE, which was a straightforward process and was simply merit-based. So that was it.
And what were your initial impressions about the campus, about the university when you came here?
Initially, when I came here at the campus, I thought that given the time that it had been since it was inaugurated, it had a decent amount of infrastructure and like lab facilities available, and also it had a lot of room to grow. That's what was my first impression.
And how would you describe the overall campus environment and the culture at Amrita Haridwar?
Overall, the campus environment is obviously, because it's such a small group of people, it's obviously very collaborative, so everyone knows everyone, and you know, we are always kept up with like everything that is happening in the campus. So even if there are like clubs that are starting up or anything that is happening, everyone knows everything. So that's the good part, that you're like well up with everything.
And how does the curriculum equip you with future technologies and industry demands?
Currently, our curriculum is based on like, it also has like a lot of realism aspects. So we have humanities subjects as well. And then along with that, we have computer science subjects and then electrical or like manufacturing subjects. So all of those combined help us, you know, study about every single thing that is available in the market currently. And then we also have projects which allow us to, you know, gain hands-on industry experience. So that's great.
And like, does the faculty engage with students in activities or in projects like beyond the regular academics?
Yeah, mostly the faculty is cooperative with everything that, you know, if you go and ask them a question, usually they tend to answer, and it's usually a collaborative experience.
And are you involved in any club or activities or committees?
Currently, I'm involved. I'm the coordinator of the technical club, and I'm also involved with the media club and also the theatre club. So for the media club, I've done, I think, a dance video, which allowed me to, you know, gain exposure outside of the campus. And then for the technical club also, I'm a part of it.
And how effective and how useful are the guest lectures, workshops, and the seminars that take place?
Currently, there haven't been a lot of guest lectures, but the ones that have been there have been helpful to learn about things outside of what we learn within the campus and to gain experience and like insight on like real world.
Okay. And what about the seminars or workshops?
The seminars, we have had seminars on meditation or like
Okay.
green technology and stuff like
Okay,
that. So
okay.
those were also very helpful.
And have you had any chance to gain hands-on experience through life projects or industry interaction?
Not currently. We haven't
Okay.
had any internships or some stuff like that, or like
Okay.
interactions or
Okay.
anything. But we do have projects that we are given within the curriculum that we do. So like we do IoT projects or like
Okay.
any like normal, full stack projects that we do within the curriculum that are part of the curriculum. So those are stuff that we do as part of projects,
Okay.
but not actual like hands-on experience.
And how often are the students encouraged to participate in competition and such
Students are
activities?
mostly encouraged to participate in competitions as like a necessary thing because
Okay.
it's obviously necessary to participate. So yes, mostly they are encouraged.
And what additional programs or initiatives would you like to see in the campus?
I would like to see more extracurricular opportunities apart from the ones that we already have, and to put more emphasis on the importance of extracurricular activities.
Okay.
And also I would like to emphasize the importance of life outside of the college.
Campus.
Yeah, because when people develop themselves personally, that's how they grow actually.
Okay.
So that is what I would like.
And how much would you recommend Amrita to a student?
I would recommend Amrita to any student who is resilient and has the brain and the opportunity and the mind to grow, because any student who does well anywhere will do well here also. But also any student who wants to do well in like an academic aspect or like in a research aspect, they would also do well here.
Okay.
So that is.
And any advice for students who would want to join Amrita Haridwar?
The only advice that I have is to be, strong-willed and strong-minded, and to not be hesitant to take part anywhere. That's what I would do.
All right. Thank you.